we were both single. We went on a double date she was on a date with another guy and I was on a date with another girl.
Hollywood has seen thousands of love stories. Some begin with unforgettable red carpet moments. Others explode across magazine covers before disappearing almost as quickly as they arrived. For decades, one phrase has followed celebrity relationships everywhere: it won't last. Fans say it, the media says it, even industry insiders sometimes say it. But every once in a while, a couple proves everyone wrong. Today's story is about two people who faced constant public attention, endless rumors, demanding careers, and the pressure of living under a microscope, yet somehow built one of Hollywood's most recognizable marriages. This is the story of Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. Chapter 1. Before they became the couple. Before they became one of Hollywood's best-known couples, both Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively were already successful in their own right. Ryan had spent years building a reputation through comedy, action films, and his quick wit. Blake became a global star through television and later expanded into major film roles. On paper, they looked like two people living completely different lives. When they first worked together on the 2011 film Green Lantern, neither of them began the project expecting it would eventually lead to marriage. At the time, both were involved in other relationships. Life had different plans. Sometimes the biggest stories don't begin with fireworks. Sometimes they begin with friendship. Chapter 2. From friends to something more. After their previous relationships ended, Ryan and Blake remained friends. According to interviews they've given over the years, their connection grew naturally. One story they have shared publicly is that they once went on a double date with other people. Instead of discovering romance with their dates, they found themselves connecting more with each other. It wasn't planned. It wasn't a Hollywood publicity stunt. It simply happened. Sometimes the strongest relationships begin without either person expecting them. By 2012, they married in a private ceremony. The headlines arrived immediately. Many questioned whether another celebrity marriage could survive. Hollywood had already produced countless short-lived romances. Why would this one be any different? Chapter 3. Living under constant attention. Success brings attention. Fame multiplies it. Every public appearance became news. Every social media post became an article. Every interview created another wave of discussion online. Like many public figures, Ryan and Blake also faced rumors, speculation, and stories about their private lives. Not every headline reflected reality. Over the years, they have generally chosen not to respond to every rumor. Instead, they often let time speak for itself. One of the things that made them stand out was their sense of humor. Fans became familiar with their playful social media exchanges, where they joked with each other instead of trying to project a perfect image. That authenticity helped many people relate to them. Chapter 4. Building a family while managing fame. Balancing two successful acting careers is difficult. Balancing them while raising a family is even more challenging. In interviews, both Ryan and Blake have spoken about making family a priority. Ryan has discussed taking breaks from acting at times to spend more time with his family. They've also spoken about coordinating work schedules so one parent could be with their children while the other was filming. Those choices aren't always easy in an industry that often demands constant travel and long production schedules. Their approach showed that success isn't measured only by awards or box office numbers. Sometimes it's measured by the choices you make away from the cameras. Chapter 5. More than a Hollywood marriage. Over the years, Ryan Reynolds expanded beyond acting into entrepreneurship and business investments. Blake Lively also pursued creative and business ventures while continuing her acting career. Together, they built not only successful careers, but also a recognizable public partnership. Instead of allowing Hollywood to define their relationship, they created their own path. That doesn't mean life has been perfect. Like every couple, they've experienced challenges. The difference is that they've chosen to navigate those challenges largely on their own terms. Perhaps that's one of the biggest lessons their story offers. Not every relationship needs to answer every headline. Sometimes consistency speaks louder than constant explanations. Hollywood has always loved dramatic endings. But sometimes the most remarkable story isn't the one filled with scandal. Sometimes it's the story that quietly continues year after year. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively remind us that while headlines may predict failure, real life doesn't always follow the script. Their story isn't just about celebrity. It's about friendship, timing, partnership, and choosing what matters most. And perhaps that's why, after all these years, people are still fascinated by them. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to Fame Wire. Every week, we go beyond the headlines to uncover the stories behind fame, fortune, and the people the world can't stop talking about. Until next time. Stay curious